Hello, hello Instagram, hello Facebook. I'm just waiting for you all to populate here. How are you guys doing today? This is our first vocal tips, tricks, and workout session together. We'll be doing this every Monday at 11:30 a.m. Pacific time. And today I'm just going to do a little bit of an overview. And then for each of our sessions, you'll find full workouts on my YouTube channel. My YouTube channel is Shelly Rusk Music, and it's got an EY, SHELLEY, youtube.com Shelly Rusk Music. Those will be up later this week. So there'll always be one that coordinate with what we are doing on our live workouts, okay? What I have in my mouth is part of what I'm going to show you today, okay? So I have this little Altoid box that I carry with me. It has 3 things in it for my voice. These things called Fisherman's Friend. For things like today, I've got a lot of mucus because I did something that is not good for singing. Some people are more sensitive to sugar than others. And so the first tip is watch what you eat and drink before you sing. I had bread pudding. Believe it or not, last night I had bread pudding. And I'm still like coughing today. So I have something called Fisherman's Friend. You can get them at Target, Walmart, any drugstore. It's a super strong menthol. I mean, it will cut through the mucus, all right? But the thing about menthol is it's drying to the throat. So then I have this, and I don't usually tell people about this because I don't want anybody like to choke to death. But I'm telling you the secret today. It is Eclipse gum. And I have over here, I usually like the spearmint, but they were out of it. So I have this Winter Frost, I think it's called. This adds moisture. And usually I'll only chew it in between takes when they're not recording. But I've learned, I don't want to brag because I might choke, but I've learned the art of keeping it kind of tucked up inside my mouth while I'm singing if I'm really dry. You guys, I mean, we have any guys? We have any guys out there? Clyde! Hi, Clyde! Oh my gosh, it's so good to see you. I was going to call you, but I'm going to stay focused on this video here. So, for everyone. So, for the guys, you don't go through menopause. Woo! So, basically, as a singer, your voice is in your body. Your instrument's your body, right? And I'll get back to the little secret box here. So if I were to, let's say I turned my keyboard off and 25 years later, I turned it on. I would get the same sound. It'd be the same keyboard, right? But with my voice, it's not so. So I have to make sure that I'm doing vocal workouts to keep everything in shape vocally, all right? I heard a famous vocal coach say, you don't need to do scales. Well, let me tell you, that's true maybe if you're 8 years old. But as you age, even into your mid-20s, you had better be doing workouts and scales because you will lose something. And I get many people come to me for voice lessons that are around their mid-30s, late 30s, close to the 4-0 even. And they're like, I don't know what's wrong, but I've lost my high end. I've lost my high notes. Well, it's because we didn't get the foundations really strong and real good understanding. So that's part of what I'm going to give you guys so that you can stay fit and strong. The other thing I'm going to do is I'm going to talk about how to make your voice sound like different sounds and styles, because a lot of the producers I work for, they all want something different. They want a different voice from me. So it's important to learn how to change your sound. But you can't do that if you haven't got the foundations down and you understand open throat, resonance, and especially abdominal breathing first. If you don't have those foundations, you really can't master your voice and be able to change it and on demand. Okay, the third thing we will talk about is how do you find your own unique sound? Because all 3 of those things are important. Mastering the three vocal foundations, being able to change your sound, and also, what is your sound? Because you'll get called to sing and you'll get jobs because of your sound, okay? So it's super important that not only can you change depending on what the job, the style of music, if you're singing with a country band a rock band, a pop band, or doing your own sets of all these different covers that people like to hear. But what about you? Who are you as a singer? That's really important to find, because you will get work just because of your sound. And that will set you apart from other people when it comes to doing solos. Okay, so back to the secret box. And I'm already dry from the one that helps clear out the sugars and the bread puddings and all the things that I'm a little sensitive to. Most people don't know it, but they are a little sensitive, especially to milk products and sweet things. And so this Fisherman's Friend throat lozenge will cut through all that. But also, then, kind of leaves you dry. This is also good if you've been singing for several hours and you're getting a little hoarse. This is really strong and helps shrink the swelling of the vocal cords that might happen over days of singing. And I mean, there's times when I'm singing for 2-3 weeks at a time on a project. Okay, and then the gum is for moistening. A healthier, a more safe way is watermelon. Watermelon or apple slices. Apple slices actually return the pH balance in your mouth back to normal. And so it's a really good thing. Again, be careful not to choke. And you can only do it while you're not singing, like on a break. Or I've actually it's been so dry that I've put a piece of fruit or something in my mouth and just kind of played a piano solo. Came back after I ate it. And then I have one more thing in here. I also have glycerin. It's empty. I've used them all, but glycerin throat lozenges are super great for moisture. I'm looking over here at Instagram and over here at Facebook in case you wonder what I'm doing. This is peppermint. I haven't needed this for a while because I haven't worked for any jerks for a while. But if you're working for a jerk and you're sensitive like I am, my stomach might get a little upset. I'm bearing it all on this video. So my peppermints are for the people that I feel a little nervous around. Not because I feel like I can't do the job, but because they're just awful producers. They're me. And if you're one of those out there listening right now, treat your singers well, because what we do is emotional, and that's what makes our product good, is that we feel something when we're doing the music. So please be nice to us. That's just a little extra sideline. And most of them are great. Most of the people I work for are really a blast, and they know how to create a creative atmosphere for us and to bring out the best in us. The other thing I want to share with you today is water. I used to drink hot water before I sang, and hot tea. Well, even herbal tea is drying, so you don't want to do that. But water, hot water is also very drying. It actually dries, it takes away the first layer of mucus that's in your mouth. And I wondered, it seems to feel good on the throat, but why am I dry? So room temperature water is what you want to drink, not cold water either, because cold water will constrict the muscles around your throat. It's just not good. So you want to keep everything open. Room temperature water. Let's drink together. Huh? Okay. Hello, Daniel, Bob, Chris. Yeah, I see a lot of my students here from the past and present. It's great to see you guys. So you guys know how important the 3 foundations are, and that's where we're going to start today. Breathing. Okay. Feel free to add your comments as I'm talking. Those of you who are like, I've heard that and I'm doing that and it's working, or I've heard that and I wish I had been doing that. Hi, April. Yes. So, let me pull this little diagram up over here. It's impossible. You really can't sing from your diaphragm. That's kind of an old thing that everyone used to say, but it's really not true. So let me just, because this is a quick, and again, if you go to my YouTube channel later this week, and I promise I'll have a date from now on. Father's Day was so much fun. We were just celebrating. I never got any filming done that I was supposed to share with you. It'll be breathing number 1 that you'll look for on my YouTube channel. Shelly with an EY, Rusk Music, at YouTube. Okay, so you cannot sing from the diaphragm. Okay, why? Now you're telling me that, Shelly, but I've heard that my whole life. Sing from the diaphragm, breathe from the diaphragm, and you're really upsetting me when you say that. Well, all the stuff I'm sharing with you saved my voice and has kept me strong into my middle years, and that's all I'm going to say. Anyway, you can't, because what the diaphragm does is when you inhale, it moves down and pulls air into the lungs. It creates a vacuum, right? Creates a vacuum, pulls air into the lungs. And then when you exhale, it simply relaxes. Well, somebody tell me, do you sing when you inhale or exhale? I'm going to wait for an answer. Come on now. Do you sing when you inhale or exhale? Exhale. Okay, I know that's not a hard question, but sometimes you have to think about it. So because you sing on the exhale, but your diaphragm is just simply relaxing, you can't get any power from that. You need other muscles that surround the diaphragm so that you can support it. It has no support system of its own. So you need the upper abs, the lower abs, your obliques, your mid and lower back muscles to come up under the diaphragm, under the lungs, to move the air out with strength, okay? Why do you need that? Because when we speak, we really do breathe shallow, right? It's shallow breathing. Not that we're shallow individuals, but we do breathe very shallow. We don't go, hello, it's so nice to see you. And we definitely don't breathe from the support muscles and expand. So something that has to be practiced and learned. And it's not natural. And all these things, if you want to be a great singer, it doesn't happen naturally. You may hear somebody and go, wow, they're a natural singer. Listen to them when they're 40 or 50. And if they didn't get the foundations, they will lose that strength. So there is such a thing as someone sounding better than someone else naturally, but you have to have the foundations to sustain that. And I guess that's why I was lucky, because I was not born a singer. Like I shared in my first video, I could play piano really easily, but singing, I had a little tiny airy voice, but a really deep passion to sing. So that's why I developed my own program. Actually, because I damaged my voice twice pushing. I had such little strength that I pushed from my throat, and all the things that I see a lot of people do. So that's why I studied and studied and studied the anatomy of the voice and singing and breathing. And it is the upper abs, lower abs, obliques, mid, lower back muscles that we need to learn how do you connect those muscles to the breath so that you have strength behind the exhale, okay? Well, we're going to start with that today. I like to use a click to do this, but I'm using it to broadcast on Instagram. So what you want to do is you want to relax all your belly, get beautifully, naturally, let your natural figure show, relax, and then you're going to inhale, okay? So you're going to open your mouth wide. That's another foundation. We'll talk about open throat later. This is just for the breathing. We're going to like that, and then you want to connect that breath to the support muscles. What are the support muscles again? Upper abs, lower abs, obliques, mid and lower back muscles. It's all the way around. When you have that kind of strength behind the breath, you get more sound. For instance, if I sing from my diaphragm, or whatever you want to call it, on the exhale, my exhale is, so here's the note. Okay, and if I push from my throat, I get that. Doing that for any sustain, you can't sustain it. You're going to lose your voice. I used to go hoarse after like 2 songs. I'd be doing a worship set or a concert and be like, I got an hour left and I'm hoarse. Oh my gosh. And I'd be up there, maybe we'll do a little more piano. Anyway, if I open my throat and I use my muscles, I get like, I can get some sound, but see how I'm doing, I'm not going, right? So that takes practice, And that's breathing workout number 1. Let me check our time because, I can talk about this, and I do talk about this for hours. So breathing exercise 1, actually before we even put a pitch to it, is just now notice the back of my tongue coming. There's the bread pudding talking. Please, that was a dumb thing to do for you guys. I'm sorry. It was Father's Day. Okay, I'm going to physically pull the back of my tongue down. That's to open my throat, to get more air in, right? Then I'm just going to connect the muscles. I'm going to push the air out. And again, those muscles are coming up under my diaphragm, which has no support of its own. I need those muscles. I need that to get good strength. All right. So now let's go. Big breath. Begin to put a pitch with it. Wow. So if you've ever tried to play a trumpet, oh my gosh, right? It takes so much strength to play a trumpet. So they're really good at this almost naturally when they've worked on it. So you are going to go. What are the support muscles again? Somebody tell me. Let me see ya. Upper abs, lower abs, obliques, mid-lower back muscles. So you're going to come out, get nice and beautifully fat, and then punch it. Use that air. Get it up here. It takes more strength. A lot of people, when I start their voice lessons with this, they cannot do this. And that's okay. Just keep trying. Forget the pitch if you can't get a pitch. Just try to get the air moving. All right, here we go. Then you're going to add some notes. Get fat. Now follow. Use those muscles. Follow in, because by the time you're at the end of the breath, you're going to need the most strength of all. So you can use your entire breath. You don't have to quit. You don't have to quit singing when you come to the end of a phrase if you have that strength in place. Are you ready? 1, 2, take a deep breath. Get fat. I'm going to keep my hand there so you can see the motion. I'm also thinking about my obliques. Pulling them in. All right? I have exercises for that too, and for the back breathing, so you can think about all of it. Breathe. Squeeze that air out. Okay? Again, this workout will be on my YouTube channel, which I will promise to get posted the next couple days and do a lot better with telling you when those are going to be on there. I meant for you to have it today. So, okay, let me just tell you one more thing about this. So, as you're doing this, you're going to feel all your muscles tighten up. And this is natural. If you work out in the gym and you're trying to build your biceps, right? At least for me. When I first started working out, everything got tight. It was like I'd go home with a neck ache. So eventually I learned to isolate that muscle so that it would be getting the most attention. This is what you want to do with your breathing muscles. And again, this is your healthy support system. Upper abs, lower abs, obliques, mid-lower back. Is you want to make sure your shoulders are relaxed and your neck. And your jaw. So when I first started doing this, everything, because I already sang with a lot of tension, everything would tighten up. So if you need to swing your arms, do that. You can even stay on the same notes. This is for the neck. Just loosen it all up till you get a real good understanding and feeling of what it feels like to tighten these. And say it with me out loud. The support muscles are upper abs, lower abs, obliques, mid-lower back muscles. You cannot sing from the diaphragm. You cannot support from the diaphragm. The diaphragm creates a vacuum, pulls air into the lungs, and then gently relaxes for the exhale. Right? So you have to have the surrounding muscles to give you some strength. Otherwise, you will use throat muscles, neck muscles, okay? That was a real wake-up call to me. I went, what? I've been told to sing from my diaphragm my whole life. I didn't really understand it, what that meant. So again, that's going to be on the YouTube site. So the things we're going to cover in our sessions will be the 3 foundations. Say it with me. It's abdominal breathing, open throat, and resonance. Those 3 things. If you will master those things, and it takes work, you can make different sounds with your voice. You can do all kinds of things. You'll have control. You'll master your voice. The second thing is how to make different sounds and styles, sing different styles, because different sessions that you're going to do, that producer's going to want you to maybe, I do a lot of kids sessions. I do a lot of rock, pop, R&B. How do you do that? Well, that's what my Shape My Voice program I've developed is just from the years of being in the studio and being asked to sing so many different things. So I'll show you how to do that. And then how do you find your own unique sound? Super important, because you'll get jobs, you'll get hired for you. And that's important. Not that you can just do all different sounds, but that you understand your sound and how to get that. Again, by learning the foundations, you can then shape your voice. You can learn to open your throat more. What does that mean? How in the world do we do it? Resonate a little higher. Lift the soft palate. What does that mean? And how do I even do it? I'll be covering all this, but we are starting with breathing. So, and please post your questions too on my site so that I can know what would you like to learn. Okay, so just to review, and again, it's just kind of foundational. There's my little secret box. It's not just Altoids. In here, I have Fisherman's Friend throat lozenges to cut the mucus. So if you've eaten something you shouldn't eat, like I did, bread pudding, which I am highly allergic to gluten. All right, I'm confessing. And the sugar. I'm really struggling with mucus. That really works to cut that. But then it's drying. So I use Eclipse gum to moisten the mouth. Or the best way really is to take a bite of an apple slice, which apples return the natural pH in your mouth and returns it to what it should be, normal. Or even a bite of watermelon. Super good. And then this is for this is a peppermint Altoid for when I'm working for cruel and mean producers, which is only a couple that I work for that are really stressful people. And I do my best to not absorb their stress. But if I start feeling nauseous, I eat a peppermint. And you need to really have a great attitude, okay? You're going to work. You're not some prima donna. When you're a singer, you are serving people. If you're doing live gigs, you're there to cheer them up. You're there to, or just help them, take them somewhere. Even if it's a sad song, you're there to help open up them emotionally. You're not there to just show off. That will not get you lifetime work. If you're doing a session, you're there to serve. You might not like what the producer wants you to do, but you need to do it, and you need to do it well, and you need to hush up. Or as my Pastor Rick, show up and shut up. I love it. And it works for a lot of things, okay? So, yes, you want to be a servant with your voice and your music, because that's really what it's about. It's one of those things. It's not all about showing off. It's about serving people and making them feel better, taking them somewhere. Okay, so that is just a brief summary of where we'll be going. I'll get those breathing exercises up for you on my YouTube channel. Again, it's Shelley Rusk Music with an EY, Shelley, Shelley, Rusk Music, youtube.com. Subscribe so you can get all those things, and I will see you next week at 11:30 Pacific time, and we'll continue to build on our breathing. Yeah, I believe that's where we'll go. But again, please post your questions so I can cover different things and hear from you to know what's helping you and what you need and what your vocal problems might be. Because I've had every vocal problem that there could be in my younger days. And that is what caused me to create this program and really study hard, because I wanted to just sing. But it takes you need to really learn what you're doing and how to do it. So with that, we will close for now. And I hope to see you next week. Thank you so much for joining. Let me see who else here. Hello, Greg. Hello, April. Hello, Lauren. Hello, Heather. Hello, Mike. Jim, Cindy, Billy, Carita, sorry. I thought you were someone else. Hi, Carita. Francine, Corey, Dawn. Hey, I love my in-ears. I want to get more. I want to get some more. Okay, so Dawn, post the name of your company because your in-ears are great. In-ear monitors. She has some. I tried several. They're great. Just a quick plug for her. Hi, Kevin. Hi, Susan. Hi, Wendy. You're so kind to post on your LA singers that we're still here. Yes, we can do work from our home studio. Thank you, Wendy. It's so good to see you here. Hi, Mark. Hi, Thomas. Oh, boy, it's a long list. Hi, everybody, because I'm going to have to go to my next voice students waiting for me. Hi, Paula. Clyde, I'm going to call you. Hi, Holly. See you for your lesson tomorrow. Eric, Anna, yeah. Ollie, Sully. Oh, yes. Oh, good to see you guys. Hey, Danny. Thanks for joining. You guys are awesome. And I'll see you next week or on my YouTube channel. Have a great one. Bye. And I'm still with you, Instagram. So I'm just signing off on Facebook. I want to save this video because it's going to go on my YouTube channel. So how are you guys over here in Instagram? I feel like I didn't look over here enough. So yeah, come to my YouTube channel and we will do. Oh, Jan, okay, you'd like to work with me. Okay, so my email address, or you can message me here on Instagram, but my email address is Shelly with an EY, ruskmusic@gmail. You can find me there, or you can go to my website, shellyruskmusic.com, and you can find me there. So yeah, I have some openings right now with the COVID. I've been doing a lot of live events, but some of them are not. They're not till the fall. They've been rescheduled. So I'd love to work with you. And I've been doing online lessons since the internet was created. So that's really where most of my students are anyway. I don't know if you're in the Southern California area or not, but contact me, message me, let's get together. And with that, I will see you next week, 11:30 a.m. Bye.